Bruno Guimarães, the captain, the man who lifted the Carabao Cup, sold to Arsenal for £75 million. Anthony Gordon, homegrown adjacent, Everton Academy kid turned Newcastle's best attacker, sold to Barcelona for £69.3 million. Sandro Tonali, sold to Tottenham for £100 million. And a year before that, Alexander Isak, their club record forward, sold to Liverpool for £125 million. Four of their best players. Two windows. Almost £370 million in sales. Now here's the question that should be bothering you. Newcastle are owned by the Public Investment Fund, one of the richest organizations on earth. So why sell your best players when money was never the problem? Because money was never what they needed. Profit was. Stick with me. This part's actually wild. The Premier League doesn't care how rich your owner is. PIF can't just wire in unlimited cash and call it FIC. What actually matters is the number on the accounts. And the fastest way to move that number is simple. Sell a player for more than you paid. Isak cost £63 million. Sold for £125 million. Guimarães cost around £40 million. Sold for £75 million. Gordon cost £45 million. Sold for £69.3 million. Every single one of those deals is pure engineered profit. Not luck, not a fire sale, a system. Newcastle didn't just develop good footballers, they developed footballers whose value curve peaked at exactly the right moment to cash in, right when the accounting rules needed them to. But here's the twist nobody mentions. This wasn't only a finance department decision. Guimarães asked to leave, wanted Arsenal, wanted it enough that he didn't need to force it. No strike, no standoff. Unlike Isak's messy exit the year before, he just left politely, like a man walking out of a restaurant that overcharged. Gordon's exit talk picked up the moment Newcastle slid to 12th last season. Read into that whatever you want. And here's what makes this genuinely smart, not just cold. While the exits piled up, Newcastle were already spending. Jon Wissa, Anthony Elanga, Nick Woltmade, all through the door. This isn't austerity, it's redistribution. Sell high, spread it wide, stop leaning on 3 or 4 superstars who can walk the second a bigger club calls, which is exactly the bet going into this season. A midfield that just lost its captain and its £100 million man. A front line built around new faces who've played 0 competitive minutes in a Newcastle shirt. And a preseason gutted by a World Cup, same as half the league. Eddie Howe isn't just managing a new team. He's managing a financial strategy with studs on. So here's the whole picture. One line. Newcastle didn't sell their best players because the project failed. They sold them because it worked. Worked well enough that 4 developed players became 4 assets, and assets get cashed in the moment the math says go. It was always going to happen, whether the fans like it or not. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot. And if you want the other half, why Bruno Guimarães actually chose to leave a winning dressing room for Arsenal, that one's next.